What? Dynatrace can do that with OpenTelemetry? No way. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Dynatrace Can Do That with OpenTelemetry. My name is Adriana Vilela, and I am an active member of the OpenTelemetry community, having contributed in various capacities over the past several years, and I'm also a maintainer of the OpenTelemetry end user SIG. Now, although I've been using OTel for the past several years, I am a newbie Dynatrace user. So in previous episodes, my coworker, Andy Klabna, has given me a tour of Dynatrace, showing me what it can do with OpenTelemetry data generated by the OpenTelemetry Demo app. Last time, Andy showed me the SLOs app in Dynatrace, and we were planning on doing a follow-up episode on anomaly detection. But due to travel schedule and vacation schedules, we had to postpone that episode. But I didn't want to leave everyone empty-handed, so instead today, I'm going to shake things up a bit by doing a solo demo of something that I've been playing around with myself for a couple of weeks now, the Dynatrace MCP Server. Let's get started. Before we dig into a demo, let's take a step back and talk a little bit about what MCP is all about. Now, MCP, or Model Context Protocol, allows an MCP client, which is basically a chatbot powered by an underlying LLM like Claude or GPT-4, to access a service by communicating with an MCP server via a standard protocol, that is, MCP. The MCP server acts like an interpreter, serving as a conduit for the LLM to interact with that service. So each service that would interact with an LLM has its own MCP server. For example, if you want your LLM to interact with LinkedIn, you would connect it to a LinkedIn MCP server. If you want your LLM to interact with GitHub, you would connect it to a GitHub MCP server. Note that the MCP server and service are typically maintained by a service provider wishing to make that service available for consumption. Now, the Dynatrace MCP server allows you to interact with Dynatrace. And in keeping with the OTel theme of this show, I wanted to show you how to use the Dynatrace MCP server to use natural language to query OpenTelemetry data in Dynatrace. So let's get started. And we're going to be doing this by using GitHub Copilot in VS Code. Now, so let's head over to VS Code. And if we look here on the top toolbar, you'll see this icon here for the GitHub Copilot Chat. Now, if you don't see this icon here, it means that you don't have the extension installed. So don't worry about that. I've included instructions in the show notes that show you what you need to do to enable the GitHub Copilot Chat. You will have to go through a few steps and enable GitHub Copilot. You do have to activate it in your GitHub account. And there is a free tier for GitHub Copilot, just FYI. The free tier includes a certain limited number of chats and also of code completion. So both of these count towards your monthly limit. If you exceed the monthly limit, it means you either lose access to GitHub Copilot Chat until things reset the following month, or you can pay extra to basically re-enable those features. So in my case, I just wanted to mention one thing here. I have disabled, so if you go to configure code completions, I have disabled code completions. I personally find it a little bit annoying, and also it means that it eats up some of my it eats into like my free tier of GitHub Copilot, and I'd rather use it for chats rather than code completions. So just FYI. So to open up the GitHub Copilot Chat, you go to this icon here, the little chat icon, and we go to Open Chat. And this opens up a chat window. Mine's at the bottom of my screen. I believe the default is on the right-hand side of your screen. I just prefer this location a little bit better for myself, but feel free to place it wherever you like. A couple of interesting things here. First of all, if you go to this drop down here, your model that you get to select, there are different Copilot models. So these are the LLMs that are behind the scenes interacting with the chat. So you have the option between Claude Sonnet 3.5, GPT 4.1, or GPT 4.0. Mine is set to GPT 4.1, but feel free to set whichever one you like. And then the other thing that you need to make sure that you have set up before you run your MCP server is make sure that you have it in agent mode. So agent mode basically allows Copilot to do things for you on your behalf versus ask mode. It's basically chatbot mode where you're asking questions and it'll tell you how to do things, but it won't do them for you. So it's a more passive rather than active mode of interacting with the LLM. So now that we have an understanding of how to set up our GitHub Copilot Chat, let us actually set up our MCP server. So for that, we will go to the terminal and we are going to create a new file. It is going to be called mcp.json. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and create that. And we have to put it in the VS Code, the .vs Code folder. Oops. So .vs Code mcp.json. And here we go. It is a brand new file. It is empty. Awesome. And so how do we configure this? So for guidance, let's head on over to the Dynatrace MCP Server GitHub repository. So here we go. I'll include this link in the show notes as well. So it's the organization is called Dynatrace-OSS, and the repository is called Dynatrace-MCP. So if we scroll down to the README over here, we see a nice little quick start. And since we're using VS Code, this is the code snippet that we want to grab over here. So we copy that over and head back to our mcp.json and save that. And here we go. We've got our MCP server JSON configuration. Now, a couple of things that I wanted to point out to you. First of all, you might notice this command here, npx. So when we run an MCP server in VS Code, what it's actually doing is downloading an executable and running it locally. So in my case, I'm running my whole environment in a dev container in VS Code. I'm a huge fan of dev containers because I like having these pre-configured reusable environments that have all the things that I need to be able to do my thing. And since this is using npx, this means that, so npx is node package executable. It means that we need Node.js installed and to be able to run this npx package. So in my dev container.json, if you look over here, I have specifically installed a node feature in my dev container. So then it'll be able to run this npx package. So that's super important. Different MCP servers have different requirements. So some of them might run npx. I've seen ones that run Docker containers, just anything that's executable. Just make sure that you have the correct executable to run that MCP server. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, you'll notice here that there is an env file that it is referencing. So here this is saying in my workspace root, I am looking for a file called .env. So it points to an env file located under workspace folder. So it's our workspace root /.env. So if we go and list stuff in our workspace root, we see here a .env file. And so if we go over here, you'll notice that it has some environment variables that are required for the Dynatrace MCP server to be able to connect to Dynatrace and specifically to your own Dynatrace tenant, because you want to make sure that when you are querying Dynatrace that it's connecting to your tenant where you have your data. So as you can see over here, it requires 4 pieces of information. One is this OAuth client ID. Then we have the OAuth client secret. We have DT environment, and then DT API token. So I will cover off how to get those different environment variables populated. Another thing that I want to point out, this whole example is part of a GitHub repository that I have made publicly available. So if you want to play around with it, feel free. I'm going to include the URL to the GitHub repository as part of the show notes. So then you can run this whole thing in the dev container. It'll have all the bits and pieces that you need to be able to run this Dynatrace example. So FYI. Okay, so let's talk about how we populate the OAuth client ID and OAuth client secret over here. So to do that, let us head on over to our Dynatrace environment. So this is my Dynatrace tenant. I'm running on a dev tenant. If you've watched the show before, you know that I typically run my stuff in a dev tenant, but you will likely have a production tenant. The URL will slightly vary, but it's the same gist. Let us go and create our OAuth client. What I'm going to do here is just expand the sidebar. Let's just make this a little bit bigger so we can see it a little bit better. And I'm going to click here on my name, and you can see over here, this is my tenant name at the bottom, which is the same one that we see up here. So same tenant name. So if we click over here, let us go to account management, and it's going to open up another page, another tab here. And then we go to identity and access management and go to OAuth clients. So as you can see, I already have an OAuth client because I've been playing around with this MCP server previously. You can create another client, as I will do right now. For our OAuth client details, I'm first going to put my email address, super secret, and then test OAuth client. And now we have a whole bunch of permissions to choose from. It's a lot. So the question is, which one of these permissions do we need to be able to do our thing with the Dynatrace MCP server? And the answer is, let's go back to our GitHub repository for the Dynatrace MCP server. And if we scroll down a little bit further in our README file that we used earlier to get our MCP server config, we look over here and it tells us important information about the various environment variables. And specifically, it has the OAuth client scopes that we need to be able to run this example here. And so, for example, let us look. So we need to include all of these here. So let's go to our Create OAuth Client screen and let's look for this guy. Here it is. Here's one. And then let's go to the next one. We've got App Engine functions run. Pop it into here. Here we go. And so on and so forth. I'm not going to fill all of these out. This is going to take some time. Don't want to bore you all to death. But basically, you have to include all of these different OAuth scopes. And once you're done creating them, then we go to, or once you're done adding them, just selecting them from the checkboxes, then we go to Create Client. And then 2 important things that you have to do. So let us copy our client ID over to VS Code. So here we go. Let's pop it in here. And then we are going to copy our client secret and put it into VS Code. Now, yes, I'm showing you my client ID and client secret, but guess what? I'm going to delete these afterwards, so you won't be able to access my environment this way. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint. One important thing to note here, this client secret will disappear once you hit finish. So make sure that you store it in a secure location, because otherwise it's lost forever and then you'll have to create another OAuth client. So just FYI. So once we hit finish, lost forever, let's refresh here. And this is the test OAuth client that we just created. And this will show the scope. So these are the only two that I selected. But like I said, you should select all of the OAuth scopes listed here. So that's part one. And let's go back to our .env file. And then the other thing that we want to do is our DT environment. And you might be looking at this thinking, okay, what's my DT environment? Let's go back again to our nice little reference here. So if we scroll over here, DT environment is a string that represents the URL of the Dynatrace platform. So it'll be this format here, right? So let's copy this format over. Actually, I'm going to do one better. This is the URL of your Dynatrace platform. So in my case, this is basically the stuff up until UI. So this will be the same thing for you. Yours will follow this format here. So whatever that identifier is, .apps.dynatrace.com. So this is like this identifier, that's your tenant name. So let's go over here. I'm going to pop in my environment URL. And then I'm also including a Dynatrace API token because I need to interact with my OpenTelemetry data. And so I need this here. And you might be wondering, well, how am I going to access this DT API token? Well, we go back to Dynatrace. And as Andy taught me in a previous episode, if we do Command K and type in token, we will go to Access Tokens app. And then I'm going to generate a new token. So I'm going to call this test token. And then I will select a template. I want to use this Kubernetes data ingest template because it's got all the stuff that I need for the OpenTelemetry data. And then I am going to hit generate token, copy this over into my API token environment variable. And there we go. And again, don't try to copy this because these tokens are going to be long gone by the time this episode airs. So there we go. And again, make sure you copy this to a secure location because once you are done, this is going to disappear forever and ever. So the only way to get a token is to basically create a new token. So just FYI. So you can see this is the token that I just created. You can edit the name, but that is about it. And then you can see what the API scopes are, but that is it. You can't really do anything else. Now, what I'm going to do here, let's go back to mcp.json. And I wanted to point out something interesting here. So remember how we put it into this folder called .vs code. If we moved it out, let's just move it out here. You might notice that there was a thing here that kind of disappeared all of a sudden. Let's move it back into .vs code. Move it, and then, oops, there we go. See, we can see a start, 14 tools, and more. That only shows up if you have this mcp.json under the .vs code folder. So that's super important. Now, what I'm going to do, as you can see over here, this is the npx package name. So it's Dynatrace MCP Server, and the version is latest. I'm personally not a huge fan of using latest because I've gotten burned many times in the past when it comes to using latest. And I was using latest, 3 weeks ago, and then something changed, and then boom, now my stuff is breaking. So I'd rather pin down a version. So let's do that and pin down a version here. So let's go over to our Dynatrace MCP Server GitHub page. Super handy. I definitely recommend you bookmarking this. And let's go to the releases section here on the right-hand side of our repo landing page. And then let's click on tags. So you can see this is the history of all the tags. We can use v2.0. So let's try doing that. And let's switch from latest to v2.0. So we've pinned it down to v2.0. I feel a lot more secure in that. Okay, so now that we've pinned down the version of the Dynatrace MCP server, let's start up the MCP server. But there's one more thing that I want to do, which is I'm going to change the end file. I'm going to switch it to my .env.av because this has the proper OAuth scopes that I've configured. Because remember, this OAuth client secret didn't have all of the scopes because I was a little bit lazy and didn't want to include them all. But my .env.av does have all of the configurations. It has all the correct secrets and correct configurations. I'm not going to show it on here because it is a secret and I do not want to divulge that because it does connect to my Dynatrace environment. So I've switched it over, I've saved the file, and then what I want to do is let us make sure that we have the show output enabled. And then we are going to start our Dynatrace MCP server, and we can see the output here. We're connecting. And this is a good sign. We see the discovered 15 tools. That means that these are basically the API endpoints that are made available by the MCP server to our MCP client. So this is a good sign and we can start interacting with Dynatrace. So I'm going to open up our chat client. And before I chat with Dynatrace, I want to mention that as per usual, I am sending OpenTelemetry data from the OpenTelemetry demo to Dynatrace. Now, in the past, I have sent data from the OTel demo running using Docker Compose. And this time around, I'm actually running everything on Kubernetes. So I have a GKE cluster running on Google Cloud. And so I'm sending OpenTelemetry data to Dynatrace, pure OTel path. So I'm using an OTel collector. And I've been running this example for a few hours now, so we should have a bunch of data in Dynatrace. In fact, let's pop on over to Dynatrace and take a look. So let's see. Let's open up the services app. And as you can see, I have 18 services. Perfect. So let's head over now to our MCP server and ask. So everything's up and running, it's connected, and let's ask here, how many unique services are running in Dynatrace? And so the cool thing here is it shows, first of all, it has this thing here. It says it ran execute DQL. And it shows you the DQL statement, which I think is really cool because for me, I'm still a DQL novice and I feel like this is a bit of a cheat so that I can learn the DQL queries that are being sent over to Dynatrace. And so I can see some of the nuances in the syntax. So that's pretty cool. So it shows the input. It also shows the output over here. So let's close that. Now over here, because we're running this for the first time, it does give us this note here. It says, note that MCP servers or malicious conversation content may attempt to misuse code through tools, which means buyer beware, you have to really trust the MCP server that you are running in your environment, because especially when you're using it in agent mode, you are basically telling it to do stuff for you on your behalf. You are hands off. So you really need to make sure that you very much trust the MCP server you're interacting with. So in my case here, I am going to say, you know what, let's allow in this workspace so that it hopefully stops popping up all these different pop-ups and it'll just do what it needs to do. Why is it that there are currently 0 unique services running? Try again, please. Aha. There we go. So there are 18 unique services currently running in Dynatrace. Awesome. What are the service names? Oops. Hey, and look at that. So not only did it say that there are 18 unique services currently running in Dynatrace, it listed all of them, and this looks about right. Let's look quickly at Dynatrace. Let's do an alphabetical ordering. So accounting, add, cart, checkout, and then last two are recommendation and shipping. We've got accounting, add, cart, checkout, and then we've got recommendation and shipping as our last two ones. Cool. Let's think of something else that we might want to ask Dynatrace. So let's see. How many spans per service are there? Oh, wow. Look at this. This is very cool. So it shows the number of spans per service. And then let's see if we can get a little bit fancier. How many? Let's get something with a lesser number. So in the counting service, let's see. Are there any logs associated to the accounting service spans? It's always a little bit nerve-wracking waiting for the response to come back. Yes, there are logs associated with the accounting service spans. Not very helpful on the information. So maybe let's prod it. And it's cool because it keeps the context from the conversation. How many are there? Can you list the last 4 logs? Let's make sure that it's actually okay. I remembered that it was for the accounting service. And so there are 457 logs associated with the accounting service. And these are the last 4 logs. This is pretty cool. Can you give me, a bit more detail about those 4 log messages? And here we go. That's super cool. So look at that. It's kept all that context. So those are those last 4 log messages, and it's giving us the timestamp and the order ID, the shipping tracking ID. This is super cool. So let's try that same query. So I'm asking if there are any logs associated to the recommendation service spans, and if so, can you list the last 4 log messages, including the trace ID. Let's try the span ID. Let's see how we do. Okay, let's maybe look over here at our logs, find out what's going on. Run query. And let's see. Service.name. Oops. Service.name is equals recommendation. Let's run the query. Definitely have a bunch here. And let's see, 32 columns hidden. We have our span ID and we have our trace ID, which we clearly have. So let's see. Let's go back to our query. Try again, please. Aha, I just have to prod it a little bit. That's very cool. Can you include the span ID and trace ID fields? How interesting. So it's saying the span ID is null and the trace ID is null, which is quite interesting here. Because clearly that is here. So let's see. Why don't we open this up in a notebook? So I'm very curious to see what's going on. Let's open up a notebook. We're here. Let's open up in a new tab. Cool. I'm going to start a new notebook. Well, I've got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm going to just add a section here. Let's hit the plus sign, just like Andy taught me, and we will do fetch logs. Actually, let's do this. We know the query that it sent, right? It executed DQL. That's why. Interesting. I think I see the problem. Let's go over here. We have to remove these escape characters. We need to format it properly. See. And I'm going to, let's run this. There we go. So it was using the wrong field name. So it was using span.id and trace.id, and it has to be span underscore ID and trace underscore ID. So let's see, which is interesting. Can you modify the query to use span ID instead of span.id, the field? Let's see. It's good that it shows the output, because then we can also validate this in Dynatrace, right? Yeah, see, this I feel more much more promising, right? Because now it's actually showing the span ID and the trace ID. That's super cool. So we played around with that a little bit. Let's look at something else. What's the average response time for the currency service? Let's see how we do. I'm curious to see what this verify DQL is. That's cool. So this does an actual verification of the DQL statement that it sends to Dynatrace to make sure it's properly formatted before it actually runs it, which is neat. It's cool that it shows like basically the different API calls that it makes. Says that the average response time for the currency service is 12,197,754 nanoseconds, about 12.2 milliseconds. What is the average response time in milliseconds per service? Let's find out. That's very cool. So here it shows the average response time per millisecond. It shows 0 milliseconds for quote. Let's, how about in nanoseconds? Let's see if we get something a little bit more granular for the quote service. I'm curious. It feels weird that it's 0. Oh yeah, there we go. So it was just so fast. So that's it for the Dynatrace MCP server. Obviously, like we can keep going on and on and on. I think this is a really cool and interesting way to learn DQL, to interact with Dynatrace in natural language. And honestly, I'm super excited to see what other features come out in the Dynatrace MCP server in the coming months. Hope you learned something useful today, and hope to see you next time on Dynatrace Can Do That with OpenTelemetry.